ready to have some fun tonight. I am absolutely excited. And after, well, how long has it been? 4.5 years. I have not talked about this topic in over 4.5 years. I'm going to let everybody jump on. When you guys jump on, say hello. Today we're talking about upgrading your style wig edition. I have 6 different styles, and we're going to talk about upgrading. I haven't talked about upgrading and what the heck that means. Stay with me. I promise you I will explain. I will make sense of it all. When you guys jump on, say hello. It is raining cats and dogs where I am right now. So ladies, it is dark outside. I do have my lights on. Hey there, how are you? I'm just going to post a comment. Give me one quick second. Hold on. Who's excited to look at some wigs today? Oh, there we go. Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about, like I said, something I've never talked about before, which is upgrading your style wig edition. And I have 6, yesterday I was talking my stories. I said, I have 6 amazing styles. 6. I have 6 amazing styles to share with you guys. And I hope that you're going to jump on. I hope you're going to stick around. Because I've got some great thoughts for you today. At any point, if you want any of the links to anything that I'm talking about tonight, just drop the word upgrade. Hey, from Utah, drop the word upgrade in the comments, okay? I'm going to send you the link to everything that I'm talking about, and you are going to want these links because it's awesome. Okay, let's talk about upgrading your style wig edition and what the heck this means, okay? So let me draw an analogy for you. You know when you're going on a vacation, right? And you're going to book your flight and you're super excited to pick your seat. And you're like, okay, so you know what? I'm going to book coach, right? My seat is in coach. It's lovely. It's wonderful. It's getting me from A to B. I'm enjoying it, all the things. But then right before you go to check out, the airline gives you the option of, do you want to upgrade to the exit aisle? Or, do you want to upgrade to business class? And you got to sit there and think, what is the extra leg room? What is the bigger seats, cushy seats with the meal that they bring you? What is that worth to you, right? Is it worth it to upgrade? Well, did you guys know that you could upgrade your wig? So you know when you're looking at different wigs and you're thinking, well, what the heck is the difference between why is this one this price and the other one is this price? So we're going to talk about upgrading the styles that you love. And perhaps the original version that you're looking at, you're in love with. You feel confident, you feel great, then you keep on keeping on, right? But tonight I want to show you some upgrade options that you may want to consider. All right, so I've got 6 different styles. Each of them, let me just back up. Ladies, this is Raquel Welch's Simmer in the color Shaded Wheat. It's the original. It is one of my original loves with Raquel Welch. I love this style. Who doesn't love like a beachy wave? It is absolutely gorgeous. So Raquel Welch makes the original version, which is what I have on my head right now, okay? So full monofilament top, gorgeous lace front. The waves are beautiful. My dogs are barking downstairs. Check out this wave pattern on this and stay tuned because I want to show you the upgrade option, okay? And the back, how beautiful. Who else in here? Drop it in the comments. Do you have Simmer in your wig closet? I have had numerous, okay? So let's take a look at Simmer's the original Simmer and the cap because I think it's wonderful. It's got a full monofilament top, the lace front runs into the ear tabs, wefted sides, back, extended nape, Velcro adjusters. It's great, right? But what if we could get Simmer in lower density, lighter weight, and almost exclusively hand-tied? What if, right? Well, maybe you're like, well, duh, Erin, you could get the elite version. But there are others that ask me all the time, what is the difference between the original and the elite version? Well, guess what? I have the elite version. This is Simmer Elite in Shaded Ice Java. If you guys know Jess from Hair Loss Girl Boss, she wears this color all the time. She kills it. She rocks it. She looks beautiful in this brunette. I cannot do this color as much justice as Jess can. She looks beautiful. But my point is, the difference between these two styles and the upgrade, if you will, is Simmer Elite is 3/4, it's almost 100% hand tied. So where we saw wefting on the sides and the back on the original Simmer, this is 100% hand tied. So it is very lightweight. The hair has incredible natural movement. And what you find on caps like this is zero permatease and lower volume and lower density, okay? So why is the Simmer Elite a little bit different of a price point, meaning a little bit higher than the original Simmer? And that's because it has more bells and whistles. So go back to that, the picking your seat on the airplane, that analogy. You know what? You're getting more leg room, you're getting the meal, you're getting the bigger seat, all the things. Well, with the Elite caps with Raquel Welch, and there's many styles that come in the Elite version, you're getting more of those bells and whistles. So what you need to decide as a wig wearer is, what are these benefits, these bells and whistles, if you will, worth to you, right? I personally, if you want to ask my personal opinion, I love both. But I also really enjoy the lower volume and the lower density that the Elite caps give me. Here's one thing that I want to point out. Let me just pick up the original, okay? So original Simmer, Simmer Elite, okay? So you've got some closed wefting at the bottom on the Elite, but the majority of this cap is hand tied, okay? As far as sizing, they're both average size caps. The original has more stretch because of the wefting versus the almost 100% hand-tied cap. So although they are both average size caps, I find that their Elite caps fit me just a little bit smaller than the original. So I have a 22-inch circumference head. It's sort of on the higher end of average, right? 1 second, ladies. Let me take a drink. And I'm going to put on Simmer Elite, and you guys tell me if you can visually see the difference between the two. So for my 22-inch circumference head on the Elite caps, I take these Velcro adjusters and I put them all the way out, okay? Where on the wefted version, I have them just sort of about this much in on either side. But you can utilize those Velcro adjusters to adjust the cap size for you. Okay, so you're always going to use the ear tabs to adjust and shimmy it on, right? And then take your one hand and pull that nape down, okay? This is, look at this color, guys. This is Simmer Elite. Is this not freaking stunning? What do you guys think about this color on me? I think it's beautiful. Pardon me. I think Jess from Hair Loss Girl Boss kills this color. It's gorgeous on her. But what I'm noticing with this Elite cap, visually I can see that the style has lower density. It feels lighter weight. It's absolutely sitting closer to my head. Like all up in this section, it's absolutely sitting closer to my head. So, if I'm deciding between should I go with Simmer Elite or should I go with the original, just a couple of things to consider. Both are great. If you tend to lean towards the lower density option, so Debbie, you love it. I love it too. I think it's so stunningly beautiful. So if you lean towards the lower density side, take a look at the Elite caps. They're so pretty and they're so incredibly comfortable. The other thing that I want to mention for those that are perhaps going through medical treatment, maybe that's for cancer or you're going through chemo treatment, oftentimes women have experience increased sensitivity in their scalp. And it's not to say that the wefted caps are not comfortable and soft, not at all, but this is even more so, like next level soft, okay? So if that's you and you're finding that perhaps you have a particularly sensitive scalp, that's another benefit of these 100% hand-tied caps, okay? So let me do a turn. This is Simmer Elite. Do you guys see the difference in the volume? I mean, I can see it. It's absolutely tuckable, okay? I can tuck it without an issue. It's so pretty. And then the back, my right-hand side, and back to the front. What do you guys think? I think it's gorgeous. Okay, let me give you a couple of other options to upgrade your style. So let's take a look. Who is familiar with Raquel Welch's Spotlight? It is a gorgeous style. It's not a new style. It's one that's been well loved and been around for some time. So this is Spotlight in the color Shaded Wheat, okay? And the original comes with a, just like Simmer, a full monofilament top, the lace front, does not run into the ear tabs, but runs right up to the ear tabs, and then wefted sides back, doesn't have an extended nape. Okay, so this is the original, and then I'm gonna show you like the Elite, and you tell me if you see the difference, okay? So, Spotlight Original in the color Shaded Wheat. I've had this style numerous times, ladies. It is beautiful. Where is my comb? Here we go. So you can see Spotlight has sort of these side swept bangs. So for those of you that love bangs or side swept, you could absolutely trim these and have them more traditional if that's what you like. I just like pushing them off to the side. Okay, so on the original version of Spotlight, there is a bit of volume here, right? I feel it right up in the crown. So if you're somebody that loves, if you're somebody that loves volume at the crown, you're going to love the original Spotlight. You're absolutely going to love it. The rest of the wig and the style has great realistic density. You could tuck this. It's not, I would say it's not particularly comfortable to tuck, but you could tuck it if you wish. This is a great style for an updo as well, ladies, because of these front sections here. You know, you can have them fall down. It looks really pretty to put that up as well. So this is the original Spotlight, and then I'm going to show you the upgraded version. It's beautiful, isn't it? So this is the color Shaded Wheat. I had Shaded Wheat on Simmer, the original Simmer that I showed you guys. Okay, so here is Spotlight, but the Elite cap and the Elite version, and I have it in Shaded Hazelnut, one of my favorite brunettes from Raquel Welch wigs, okay? So if I show you the inside of the cap, kind of the same as the Elite cap that we saw on Simmer, full mono top, lace front, but do you notice on the original, the lace didn't extend into the ear tabs? It does on the Elite, so that's what you're getting in your upgrade, if you will. And then almost exclusively hand-tied. I know the cap is dark, so it's harder to see here. Let me get up closer. So do you see how, you see my fingers poking through there? This is how fine and thin this cap is. That's why it sits so close to your head. It's so incredibly comfortable. And then this section here is closed wefting, okay? So, and then you've got an extended nape, which you don't have on the original. So those are some of the bells and the whistles, the upgrades that you're getting on Spotlight Elite versus the original Spotlight. Okay, so let's take a look. Hold on. I didn't bring enough tables in here, ladies, to be able to switch between my different styles. Okay, Shaded Hazelnut, Spotlight Elite. Again, for my 22-inch circumference head, I've taken the adjusters right to the outside. If you're just hopping on, we are talking about upgrading your style, wig edition, and going through some great options to consider when you're looking at choosing your wig, or maybe you have a style that you love from Raquel Welch already right now, and you want to upgrade, and what that could look like. Like, hello, look at this hair. I'm sorry, but this is freaking fabulous. Do you guys love this? Shaded Hazelnut. I haven't even combed it, for goodness sakes. It was sitting on my mannequin head, but how beautiful is Spotlight Elite? So what I notice when I'm wearing it, okay, in the difference between, hey, Barbara's like, upgrade me now, I love it. What I'm noticing is, number one, the volume at the crown isn't as built in as it is on the original. Okay, so if you like a lower profile, a lower density style, and you love Spotlight, then perhaps you didn't even know that the Elite version is available. And it's fab, guys. So I still have those bangs, that side sweat bang on Spotlight Elite. It's just incorporated into the style a little bit better than my original. Okay, so Gail, you think this is really pretty. I think it's beautiful. I love this color, shaded hazelnut. I always confuse shaded hazelnut and ginger brown. I love those two brunettes. Ladies, if you are a brunette and you haven't checked those out, amazing. Okay, so this is Spotlight Elite in shaded hazelnut. It feels like it's sitting closer to my head than the original, and it feels lower density, right? So for me, you guys, if you've been around and you know me at all, the lower density kind of thing, I'm loving, right? So for me, when I look at, should I spend that little bit more and is that worth it to me? It is worth it to me. But everybody, number one, has a budget, and everybody as well has different needs and goals, right? So it's what I hope that you get out of tonight, and stay tuned because I've got another really great style, a shorter one for you to consider. What I'm hoping for tonight is that, number one, from an awareness perspective, that you even know that that's an option, and to be able to show you visually, like one after the other, how it looks different, to be able to help you make your decision, right? Okay, so Spotlight from the side, gorgeous. Like, look at that hair movement, guys. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful, okay? Beautiful. You know, the other benefit, guys, to having 100% hand-tied cap is, or even 3/4 of the way hand-tied as these, you need lower density always. So Jules, you got to check out the Elite caps. So whenever you're looking at the retailer, for example, at Wigs by Patty's Pearls, you'll see it listed. For example, it'll say Spotlight, and then it'll be a different listing that says Spotlight Elite. Okay, so you can tell the difference. So it's not like a drop down within a singular retail listing. It's listed separately. Does that make sense? Sorry, so to go back to the other benefit to having a hand-tied cap is when you style a wig and you pull it up. Say you want to do like a half updo, right? And if you have a wig that has wefting in this portion of the cap, you need to be sure when you pull the hair back that you're not exposing those wefts, right? Nobody wants to see the wefts. You don't want anybody to see the wefts. It's like exposing your underwear. But the 100% hand-tied cap, it only appears like you're looking at your scalp. So that's why, having a hand-tied or almost fully hand-tied cap is really fabulous for updos. So if you ever plan on doing an updo, consider that. Okay, I've got one other option. And ladies, this is one of my all-time favorite shorter bob styles of all time. It is not new. Make sure I'm grabbing the right one. Okay, so this is because I have the original and I have the Elite. This is straight up with a twist. And let me tell you, the original is low density as it is, okay? The Elite takes it kind of to the next level. What I would say out of all of these originals that I showed you today, straight up with the twist is absolutely a lower density style. It is so easy to wear. It is so beautiful. This is in the color shaded wheat, of course, because I wear shaded wheat all the time. But this is like a pop on and go, easy to wear it all day type of a style. So if you enjoy shorter styles like this, Bob comes about to here, I'll show you in a second. The other benefit to having a style with this length is you have 0 friction points, right? So that fiber isn't rubbing on your clothes. So as we move into the fall and into the winter and we're wearing, bulkier sweaters or bulkier jackets, you want to kind of keep that in mind. And a style like this is not going to be rubbing against your clothes or your sweater. So it's just going to increase the longevity of a piece with this length, okay? Kim, you love the dark with the highlights wigs. I didn't catch the beginning of your live. Kim, I'm going to post this, okay? I'm going to post it on my page afterwards so you can go back and watch the rest. Thanks for joining, girl. I was chatting with you online today. Good to see ya. Okay, straight up with the twist. Again, full monofilament top. Like, this is the original. Full monofilament top, lace front, runs into the felt covered ear tabs, wefted sides, back, extended nape, Velcro adjusters. Like, there's a whole lot of goodness going on the original with straight up with a twist. And then the Elite takes it sort of to the next level. So let me show you what's straight up with a twist. If you've never seen this, I'd be a bit surprised perhaps if you haven't, because it's so good, guys. It's so good. The Elite version I have in shaded sand, so I can show you the difference between those two colors. When I say this is like pop on, go, see you later, out the door, looks like I have the best hair in the neighborhood, like, hello. It's so gorgeous. Look at the movement on this fiber. It's so natural. And the density, and this is the original, guys. The density is fab. It's absolutely fabulous, okay? So let me do a turn straight up with a twist. You can absolutely tuck this piece. I wear this piece often, especially when I want to stay cool. I want it out of my face. This is just a really, really great bob, okay? And then the back of straight up with a twist. What side is this? My right hand side. And then back to the front. Okay, let's upgrade straight up with a twist with the Elite version. All right, here we go. First, why don't I show you the difference? Now, this is what I want you to keep to keep in mind. It's dark out right now, okay, when I'm filming this. It's raining, it's pouring, it's dark out. So I have my lights on. You know, when you're in a room with your own bio hair, forget about wigs. You're in a room that's very well lit with your own bio hair, your hair tends to look lighter. If you are in a very dark room, your bio hair looks darker. Same thing's gonna apply with the wigs, okay? So I want you to know I absolutely have a ring light on right now, okay? Shaded wheat and shaded sand, okay? Let me see if I can get this, all right. So shaded sand is more neutral in tone versus shaded wheat. When you look at shaded wheat in the color swatch online, you're gonna think I called it wrong because the swatch looks like it's got a ton of red in it. It doesn't have a ton, but it has some because it has some warmth. Do you see like that warmth running through there through shaded wheat? It has that, which is absolutely stunning and beautiful. But it is not as red as the swatch appears. That's what I mean, okay? So shaded sand sort of falls in between shaded wheat and shaded biscuit, if you're familiar, okay? So here is straight up with a twist, the upgraded version, which is the Elite cap. You've got that same full monofilament top, same lace front, felt covered ear tabs, extended nape, and Velcro adjusters. What's different is all this portion here, right? Hand tied, again, like look at how there is enough fiber there, but look at how fine and thin that is as far as sitting against your head and your scalp. But I'll show you, you might be looking at this and going, well, Erin, is there too little of a hair? And that's not the case. Okay, so let me take this off. 1 second. And again, I have, because of my 22-inch circumference head, I have the Velcro adjusters sort of all the way out on the Elite cap, because like I mentioned earlier, they do fit a little bit more snug than their wefted counterparts, okay? So straight up with a twist in shaded sand, the Elite version. So I have this parted slightly differently. And it's a different color. What am I doing? And a different color, okay? Let me show you. I want to show you guys the top of this, okay? So because you've got a full monofilament top, you can part it anywhere within that monofilament section, right? If you are somebody, ladies, that does not like a rooted shade, all of these wigs come in multiple shade options. And what I would tell you is Raquel Welch has amongst some of the most beautiful shade selection options for us, like a really wide range of colors that really read incredibly naturally. So this is straight up with a twist, the Elite cap. It is light. It is, I noticed the difference as far as the weight and how this almost 100% hand-tied cap is sitting on my head. With that said, I also love the original too. I think it's beautiful too. So from the side, remember this is straight up with a twist, the upgraded version in the Elite cap. And then the back and my right hand side and back to the front. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this really quick live. And if you haven't done so already, drop the word upgrade into the comments below. I'll send you the link to everything, but I would love your feedback. What do you want to see next? What questions do you guys have? I would love to help answer any that you do. And it was fun talking about a topic, upgrading your wig, that I've not talked about in 4.5 years. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. Take care.